Shout out to the guys. Shout out to the guys. Pardon me, I was on mute over here, muted up. But shout out to everybody, man. Tune in. I know we live on both. I got the little multi streaming working good now. It was a little weird before. Now it's sturdy. We got cooking. That right. And shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the guys. Guys tuned in. Good, man. Coach going against the Chargers today. Coach got his game plan set. Y'all see, we got a big win. Aviators with a big win against the Bills. Let's see if the Colts can get it done. I want to see what the Chargers look like before we get this game started. I just want to see what the Chargers look like. He tackled. Right guard. They got a good tight end too. Them good tight ends be killers. I got a good QB, good running back, two good corners, golly. Another good guard. They got two good guards, a good tackle. They got a good line. Good receivers, another good runner. They got three good running backs. This Chargers team got some depth. I don't know. This is going to be a tough matchup for the Colts, though. This Chargers team got some depth. Yo, they got some corners pending. Like, hold up. Look at this. Look at these. Look at these position groups. Got a running back. Got 3 sturdy running backs. 3 sturdy running backs. That's crazy. Then in the wide receiver room, okay, got an older vet, young guy that's good, and another young guy that's decent, a rookie. Adrian Weston. I'm telling you, man, you gotta be easy with these NFL teams. These NFL teams got some steppers. Good tight end room. Tight end room. Shout out to my boy Hello Rello in the building. Good D line, good defense. The Chargers got a squad, man. Chargers got a squad. It's gonna be tough for Ace and company. Chargers got a little squad. I ain't gonna hold you. Chargers have a little squad. Chargers got a nice little squad, man. It's gonna be a big game, but we gonna get it started. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much. Get this game going. This was gonna be like a premiere game. I wasn't even gonna call this game. I was just gonna record it, but because I had to handle some things, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just stream on Saturday, knock as many games out as I can, and we'll get back to it. See what different helmets. I know they got the black. Okay. Okay. Let's get yeah. Get these rocking. Let's get these here for yeah. You see that? Yeah, I like those. I like that. Yeah. That's what we doing for the Coles today. That's what we doing for the Coles today. Coles got some jerseys. They got some unis. Got some unis. That's alright, man.
It's week 3 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. This should be a good one to watch on Thursday night prime time.
A little bit.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, huh? With an outstanding Thursday night contest.
Yes, sir. Remember, we got, I got some upgrades too. I did upgrade you guys.
NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott.
Off of commission discretion, you know what I'm saying? That's how we doing the upgrades from now on. I know we spoke about that. Let me know if y'all can hear the background and stuff goofy still. Y'all know I want to make sure I'm over the background, but we still want it to be a nice balance. Let me get a nice little sound check. But I gave Ace +2 deep accuracy, +3. Hold up. I gave him +2 deep accuracy, +3 throwing a run. Oh man, I hit the wrong controller.
Get back above 500. Week 3 is underway.
Look, I'm not touching nothing.
From the 7. This
You know what
return
I'm
makes
saying?
it up
Just so
to the
y'all don't
25.
think.
So out comes their
That
offense
boy
for its
Ace
first
right there.
possession
These
of the
jerseys
game.
is fire, boy.
And it's the veterans,
These
it's
jerseys
this
is
rookie
fire.
quarterback leading them out.
That's a loss last week,
Jerseys
Kate, that
is
he
fire,
wears.
man.
He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions.
You go. But I gave Ace 2 deep accuracy, 3 throwing the run, 1 awareness, 2 break sack, 3 carrying, and 1 throw power. So all in all, he got 12 attribute boosts for this month, and like he got 12 in total for this month, and it was in those areas. I've been doing it this way because I think it's gonna be more balanced and realistic, because Madden already upgrades you guys crazy, so I don't want you guys going too OP. And I just think it's a cool way to balance out the pros. If I'm being honest, that's another dot. Golly. He is coming out striking.
Well, he came down a little awkwardly after
He is
making
coming
that
out striking. There's
Looks like he's
injuries
in some
is
discomfort now.
on,
We're gonna have
and
medical
we've been
head out
getting
to check
some
on
nicky
him.
injuries, y'all. We've been getting some nicky injuries, but
New
I
set of
do
downs for
believe
him
that
from
it
the
is
46.
realistic. I do believe that it's realistic. Oh, and we can't be mad.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Solid 4-yard gain.
So every
there. Now
month
they've got
I will
2nd and
be
6
doing my
coming up.
own upgrades, seeing where I think y'all improve that, and just doing realistic improvements as if y'all real rookies. Oh my God, Danny Barkley. Danny Barkley. Danny Barkley is nice. Waverly got 2 zone, 2 play rec, and +3 tackle. That is 7 points total for Waverly. Waverly hasn't been around that much actively as a user in the last couple of weeks. He's been spotty, but he hasn't been too crazy. So I gave him 7 points, and I gave Ace 12. I did upgrade Relo and Profit too. I will be dropping those upgrades in the chat and important updates, but I'll keep you guys posted so you know what you guys are upgrading. Danny Barkley, oh my God, Danny Barkley's tough. Danny Barkley is tough. Coach Villa and company is coming strong. Hold on. I like this little offensive momentum that I'm seeing. Coach Villa's team right now. Play calling looking good. Okay, Coach. Okay, Coach Villa. Ace over the middle. Touchdown, Coas. Yes, sir, if you on YouTube, hit that like button, run us up. If you on Twitch, you know we appreciate you for rocking with us. That boy Barkley moving. I like the way that boy Barkley moving, man. That boy looking tough right now.
Early on.
He got the good multi-stream going. I'm glad I got the multi-stream going, because moving the games over sometimes be a little annoying. But I'm glad that now we got, you know, everything in the spot that it needs to be in.
And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in.
Okay.
And he's
See how the Chargers respond. The Chargers got a
game.
squad. I just want to see how they respond.
Halfway to the
I
marker.
want to see how they respond. Chargers got a nice little squad.
From the 47.
I think Coach Villa's defense definitely got some holes to patch.
Gets this one to Harris. And they catch up to him, but
Quarterback
not
looking like
until
he's trying to
got
get
a
it loose.
huge
They got a good
gain
line.
and
They got a good
first
line.
down.
So I think it's going to be tough.
That
I
one
see some
goes for
good guards. I
25
see some good
yards.
tackles.
And it brings up an
so
LA first down.
As you can see, that quarterback has some
that,
times.
Kate?
Quarterback
that
is
they're not
good. The
coming
tight
out
end
slow.
is
They're
a
willing to
guy.
go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking
I think
the ball.
Coach Villa definitely got his
They're
hands
now
full,
set
but we're
for
going to see
first and 10.
this team can come up with. Chargers looking like they trying to raid the air right now
Here's a
early.
throw.
Moving around. That's a good
That
pass.
pass complete to Moss.
4-yard
And
gain.
he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Looking good. And we got some nice
Second
views. We
and
got
6
4
coming up
live
here.
on Twitch, 4 live on YouTube. Okay.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside.
Ooh, running back with a nice
And
little
that's good
scamper right
yardage
there.
there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a
Oakland with
money
a
play
carry.
for them the
These
next time they're
NFL
in a
teams coming to
similar
play,
spot.
man. Like it's definitely fun to watch some of these NFL teams stringing together,
From the red zone now.
as well as watching, you know, our new pros, you know, battle
And
it
that
out.
tackle stomps
And these
him
2
after a
divisions that
solid
we
game.
got, it's gonna be nice, man.
He's just one of those
These new
guys,
divisions
Kate.
that we
Even
got
when he's
gonna
not
be
open,
nice.
he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into
Oh
coverage.
God,
but
that's a beautiful
sometimes
play. Chargers
It's an LA
touchdown. That's beautiful. That was pretty. That was pretty. They
So
get
a
it to their star
touchdown on
tight
the
end.
board for them,
That was
Brock,
an
as they
excellent
start
play
this game
call.
off a
Larry
perfect
Pro with the
1 for
touchdown.
1
That was
offensively.
pretty.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That
call
was
that
pretty.
scripting for success right
That was
there.
pretty. A
Can't
little
do much better
RPO
than
right
that
there,
unless
but
when
you
you
see the
script
little
these
pick
first
play,
plays,
the little
you don't always
quick
know who the
sling, get
targets
the
are gonna
tight
be.
end
It's
coming
really
out
then
in the
relying
flats.
upon what
Like
the
get your
defense
stars
is
the ball.
trying to
You
take
gotta
away.
be,
They
you
couldn't
gotta
take
find
away
crafty,
that big
creative
old
ways
tight
to
end.
get your star guys the ball. They get their superstar tight end in the
Lining
end
up
zone with
now
that
to
one.
try the
And that
extra
was just a
point.
textbook drive by the Chargers after a really good drive by the Colts.
The point after splits the uprights. And the
know what I'm
Chargers
saying?
respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The
What I like
Chargers
to
kicking
see.
team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one.
Definitely might be a shootout.
Returning it
Definitely
from the
giving
4.
shootout. Both teams scoring early.
And in the end, he's
Back
able to
to
get
back.
into what used to be a touchback. It's at the
And we
25
see
after the
some
return.
defense even. See.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
He's in the backfield.
Straight
Danny
ahead,
Barkley
here's
has looked
Barkley.
good early, and he's
They're
going
able
to
to
pick up
grind
4
him to a
more.
halt after a pickup of
Danny
4.
B. 15
Now
carries,
we'll take a
66
moment
yards
to
in the
check out his
touchdown
numbers
last
on
week.
the
That's not a
ground from
bad
a week
night.
ago.
That is not a bad night. That is not a bad night for that boy
Second
Danny
and 6
Barkley,
coming
man.
up
Welcome
here.
to the Mulaverse. If you're new too, make sure you tune in, get in tune with us. Become a star today. The only place you can see the game, be the game, play the game,
They
and
go
the
to
game
Barkley
plays
again.
you.
And he'll get it out to the
And you
34
can't
before
spell
he's tracked down.
simulation without MULA, man.
Give
You
him
can just
5
try it. It's
yards
never
to
gonna
bring up a
happen.
manageable third
Yes,
and
sir.
1.
Defense shows some holes. Definitely, Coach Willie got some work to do.
Dropping back
Ace
to throw.
in a gun, though. Ace is looking good,
Complete
though.
beyond
Ace is
the
looking
marker.
comfortable.
And he's brought down
He
after a
finds
nice
his
gain
receiver for
and
a nice first down. Ace is looking good, man. He
You know,
threw
they
2
call
picks. He's
the
thrown 2
money
picks
down
in,
for
what,
a reason,
2 weeks?
because you're just
You know what
simply
I'm
not
saying?
gonna
But
last long
he's
in the
looking good.
NFL
Looking
if
good.
you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money
Cardinals
down.
running
And
one
nice to
right
see
now.
them roll the dice and continue the series.
Trying to go over 500 against a very
New set of downs
competitive
for him
Chargers
from the
team.
46.
NFL teams are tough. They got depth. I'm saying we coming into this new league as expansion
Shotgun
teams.
snap. They're going to
So, you know,
throw.
it's going to be some work, but
Walker
we
hauls
doing
it
good.
in.
And there goes that man,
And he
Walker.
pushes
Walker
this
is
down
that
to the
guy for this
42 before
team.
going down.
He is
They'll
really
move
that
the
main
chains after
target.
that pickup of 12. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
You know that Ace is going to want to rely on him. Some big plays.
Setting up a throw.
The faster guy, so after the
That's
catch can make some
complete to
things happen,
Walker.
goes right back to Walker
And he's
for
able to
7
get this down to the
on that
36.
one. He's getting into Walker early and often. Nice veteran
Second
right
and 3
there.
now.
Young guy getting really comfortable.
From the 36.
Ace in a gun, quick slant right there, good
Quickly on the
placement.
slant.
And Ace
And
just
he'll
places
pick
the
up
ball
enough to
really
move the
well, man.
chains.
And that's what he's been doing. You know, he's
All
a really
set up
good
now
pocket
for first and
quarterback.
10.
Doesn't make too many mistakes until
One
he
of the
gets
tight ends
overconfident
motioning
at
left.
times. Sometimes he's trying to drive the ball down the field and gets overconfident. That's where he makes his
They
biggest
are throwing
mistakes.
it
But on the
again.
short areas, short to
Looking
medium
right,
range
and he
areas,
finds
he is a killer.
And he's got a
Very
decent gain
composed.
before
Sometimes
being
can hold the
brought
ball
down.
too much, but the kid has responded
After a
very
good
well
pickup, they've
to
got
pro
2nd and
action.
4.
And that's what we like to see. 6 yards on that one, and he's moving. If they get Danny Barclay back involved, they are hugging the line though. I don't blame them. Going with this
He'll
little air
throw it
raid,
yet
they're only gonna
again.
send 4, and oh,
And
he
his
missed
perfect
them.
start
He
is over.
missed them
And that's
right
the first one of
there.
his throws to wind up
He
incomplete.
missed them right there. If he would have hit that
So
one
after
right
that
there, that
prior
was a
incompletion,
touchdown.
We've got 3rd down.
That was a touchdown. Can he make up for it? 3rd and 4, big 3rd and 4 in the red
Now
zone.
they'll throw out of the gun.
And he's gonna
Offensive
take a
holding up.
sack,
They're able to drop
body
it.
bag.
And the
Johnson
defense
came
comes
in.
through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on
Ace
this
looked
one.
good on the drive, but he
It's
missed the
45 yards.
biggest
He'll
throw
try
that
to
he
connect
needed to
from.
make on that
And
drive.
that
This could have
one
been the
is
difference
good.
between
A
3
little
and
longer,
7.
but no
If he
problem
would
at all.
have been able to stay
And that's gonna
composed
break
and
our
just
tie and give 'em a
put that
3-point
throw
advantage.
a little more on the
You'd
money,
expect him to make
definitely would
most
have
of
been
those
14
attempts
to
from this
7
distance,
right
but
now.
it's never
But
a
all
lot.
in all,
So
that
they'll
was
happily
definitely
take
a
this
good
and finish off the
drive.
drive
And they're going to end with
points.
3.
Return
You rather
starts at
points
the
than
9.
nothing, but he's
He's
going to
got
definitely
laid
get
up
that with
past the
experience.
30.
He's got to stay composed
And he
and make
gets
that
across the
throw.
30
That throw
before
right
he's
there would
brought
have been
down.
huge.
So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown
Chargers
here.
now, after a really good drive, they're going to
And they'll bring him down after
start
a
it with
pretty
their
short
backup
gain.
running back Anderson, and Anderson's
Only
going
gets
to be
a yard
tackled.
there
This
to make
team
it
has
2nd
3
and
running
9.
backs that can get it done. They got 3 running backs. I don't even want to say backup. They're all pretty much good. They can start.
Throwing with a blitz on the way.
Quarterback back,
Finds a
beautiful
man right
throw,
side.
and that is on
And
Waverly
he'll push this
Harris.
upfield and earn
That is
them a new
on
set of
Waverly
downs.
Harris.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal
Waverly's still getting
separates
used to
these
the
two.
pros, and the Chargers
More
are
from
going
this
at him.
one
Peterson,
right
the
after
veteran
this.
quarterback, is not too worried about the young DB. Went right at him on that curl, put it on the money for a 1st down. Drop those tools in the chat if you're with
We're
me.
back and
Tools
all set
in
for the 2nd
chat.
quarter. Charger football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
He's going to throw that one away.
He's
Good
Robbie will
defense.
risk something here and just chucks it
Defense.
away.
Good defense. He throws that one away, forces him to
So
throw
after
that
the
one away. I like it.
incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
2nd down on the way now. Solid defense on
They're
that
running
one,
the
and he's
option
going to
short
hold that one.
side.
Nice little
And he's short of the
free
1st after a
option
mile
going right
gain.
there. Okay.
They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that
Little
now on
read
3rd
option.
and 6.
I like it. I like it. 3rd and 6. Can the Coas get a well-needed stop right
gonna
here?
throw this
Peterson
one.
back. He picks up the blitz and
Oh,
finds a
throws it
man
in.
for the 1st down.
And
He
he's
picked
gonna
up
get
that blitz
stopped
quick.
right
He
around
saw
the
that blitz coming
45-yard
from the
line.
right side, looked left, and just
Call it
put that
7
one on
yards
the
on
money.
play, and that's enough for
Blackburn
the
was
first
a little
down.
late to it, and that's going to be a 1st down Chargers. This quarterback is really good. He's picking up. He's reading the floor really well. Picking up and
Look
reading
to
the floor really
throw.
well. Peterson gets it to his tight end. The tight end
Complete
going
out
to
to
break
the right.
free. The tight end rumbling,
And he's able to
jumbling
get
is
this
going to
down
go
to the
for
36.
9 yards on that one. And the tight
Both
end
ends
is
weren't
their
about to
star
end
guy.
after
You
the
know
first
that
hit
their
or the
quarterback
second.
Peterson is going to
Instead,
want to
he had a
lean
vision
on
for what he
him.
wanted to
But
happen
right now
after the
they are
catch.
clicking
He was gonna
early.
take
Already
on
has
all
a touchdown
comers to try to
in
make it
this
a
game.
reality.
Now they're going to hand it off to the running back.
Running
Anderson
for
trying to
the
get to the
132nd.
outside. Doesn't get
And
there,
his
but he
short
has
gain
enough
gets them a
for
new
the
set of
1st down.
downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd
Okay.
and short run play, Kate? Yeah,
Okay.
I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a
Okay,
play
Coach
action
Villa definitely
pass
got to
from
do some work
somewhere
with
down
this
the
defense,
distance,
though.
and that
But
defense
one
is
good
gonna
thing is
have
that
the
they're
key on the
holding up.
line.
That is a dot right
And they
there.
bring him down after the play
That is a
reaches
dot.
the
These
26.
pro quarterbacks, man. These pro quarterbacks can
2nd
put
and
it there.
3
These
now.
NFL quarterbacks can put it there. You got some competition here in the MSFL. You have some competition.
Throwing
It's not
from
going to
the
be as easy. College wasn't easy, man. We had to grind. We had some
he's
rough
tackled
years.
with the first
It took
down
us 3 years to
yardage.
get a natty. You know what I'm saying? It was rough building up the MAC, but we definitely did it in stride. And it's going to take us some time to build up these Southern
They'll throw
conferences
it.
as well, because these teams are good, man.
Dump
These
off
teams are
caught by his
good.
back.
I think it'll be a
And he
little.
works this to
I
the
think it'll be a
15
little less
before
of
they
a
make the
challenge
stop.
because we got pro level players as well.
Translatable
However, the
skills. That's what you
consistency
call
is
it.
going
So
to be
effective as a
needed
runner,
for
but
our
those same
MSFL
traits
team,
that make him a
especially
great
that we're
runner
trying to
and depth
compete
to get
against
in
each
those
other
yards,
more with the
well, he
division.
translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
That throw over the middle
Looking for his
incomplete.
wide
That's good
receiver. over
defense
there.
right there,
So
third
now
and
they
3.
have third and short.
On the way. 3rd and 3 on the way. Let's see what's going on.
Off the play
Play
fake, he'll
action. I see the tight end, but the tight end's momentum's going to take him back. And good defense by the Coas. Good defense by the Coas. That momentum pushed them back a bit.
Sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much.
That momentum pushed them back a bit, and I like it. I like it.
When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Pick it up, and it is good.
No
10 to 10.
there on the
So Coas held strong.
And we're all tied up
Coas
now in
held
the first
strong.
half.
That's a
Coas held strong.
drive that takes some of the
Can't be mad at the effort. They held strong.
Negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's got a lane up past the 30.
Had a nice little
Coverage
lane
team
right
tracks
there.
him down as the return reaches the 35. The home team's back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They're set up at the 35 now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Goes Ace. RPO, I like it. I like it. Get it to the tight end in the flats. This tight end's been looking really comfortable as well. You know, Ace is used to having that boy Nino Kavachi and J.J. Bailey, but he's been working his tight end nicely as well. Danny Barkley, nice run, and he's going to pick up 2. Danny Barkley having a nice night right now. 6 carries, 51 yards. If they can get him going in the spots that he's needed,
from college to the NFL, not
he'll
every
be all right.
run is going to be a big play. Some of them
3rd and 1. I think they go Barkley up the middle right here. Why not? Not too many guys loading in the box. They're only going to come with 4. Ace trying to drop one down the field. And that's when things get dangerous, because in the pros, these DBs can ball. And Haley batting that one. Hadley, pardon me, batting that one down. These Chargers can cover. I showed you their cornerback room. They got some really good corners, man. Like, I knew it was going to be tough for Ace because these corners are tough.
But took a big bounce and finished
corners
its journey
are
in the
tough.
end zone for a touchback. The Charger
punt on
offense
that
making its
one.
way to the field. And they
I'm
settled for a
saying
field goal on
Peterson,
their
the
last
quarterback is
series, so
Roseman.
points are
Pardon me.
positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Throwing now on first
Defense
down.
over to the outside.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Honor. Second
That's
and
what you
1.
call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space.
Oh, Miller, that game plan, man. That game plan with that offensive coordinator goal. You want them to run that ball, you probably went with a different goal. When that offensive coordinator, I'm trying to tell you, man, adjustments is real thing.
Now to see how serious it may be.
An offensive coordinator goal. If that thing is pass heavy looking,
and they have 3rd down here.
your goal mixed with your game plan. If it ain't in no running, if it ain't balanced, trust me. Oh my God, that's a dot by Roseman.
And he'll be brought down a step or
That
two
is a
shy
dot
of
by
midfield. They're
Roseman
going to
right
mark
there.
him at the 48. They get 18 yards of it and a new set of downs.
These NFL guys got some good quarterbacks, man. Like, I had a hard time with that Bills quarterback. That was a really rough game. If it wasn't for the explosion of Villa and Rello last game that the Aviators played against the Bills, we would have been in trouble. And right now, Roseman putting on a show, going right at the Coas.
Maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is
See,
hard.
nah,
They play
inside
pretty
run,
addictive.
that's a
Here's the
game
key, though.
plan,
At the
bro.
end of the
It's the
game,
goals.
those type of
It's the
plays
goals.
gotta be in the minority,
We're
and
200
majority
plus
have gotta
rushing
do
yards.
some
The game
damage.
plan is just a boost.
And
The
he's
game
brought
plan
down
just give you a
for a
boost.
loss.
The goals is what make you
I know
play the
from the
way
position of
that
the
you want to.
quarterback,
That's the
Kate,
offensive
sometimes
coordinator,
you
the
hand that ball,
defensive
you put it in
coordinator
the belly of
goes,
the
the
running back, and you
game
send
plan
him right
goes.
into the teeth of a
That's what I'm
buzzsaw.
trying to tell you. You gotta
can
get
feel it
get
from the
sturdy
jump,
with
and
that,
call for
man.
the defense,
Gotta get sturdy with that.
perfect time.
It's not the game plan. I'm telling you now, it's not the game plan. It's the goals that make them do what you want them to do. If your offensive coordinator wants them to get, if the offensive coordinator, you got to get your weekly game plan and a rushing goal if you want to run the ball in certain situations. And you have to have your head coach rushing goal and your offensive coordinator. Whatever yardage you put, it has to match and make sense for the balance of what you want to do. So you got a goal of 350 total yards. Do you have any rushing goals? Do you have any rushing goals? Oh my God! Oh, I thought that went out at the 1. Do you have any rushing goals in the game plan? Because if you got like 2+ passing touchdowns, if you got 350, if you got 350 passing yards, then the whole goal is to pass the ball. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you a little something. Even though I'm not supposed to do that, it's the first season at the pros. I want y'all to be competitive. I don't want to just run y'all up like that. But I'm trying to teach y'all a little something, man. Y'all got to get them goals right. Them goals alter, definitely alter what you want to do.
Not many passes into the loss.
The game plan is just a boost when you call certain plays. If you read it, it'll tell you that too. Like, it's just a boost for when you call certain plays. It's really the goals, though.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled.
No, I'm saying you probably said it for what you want to do, but you just got to get used to how the sim plays out, what you put. Because the sim is going to follow what you put. They're going to try to stick to what you put as the goals. And you got to check what your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators are as well. And you got to check what type of offensive coordinator and defensive coordinators you got.
They're throwing it. That's caught for the first. And that's good.
Nice first down right there.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll give him a first down.
Shout out to Coach Pete in the building.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go see, I'm gonna get used to it, man. Coach Villa got to get used to this pro game, man.
And he just
got to get used to this manner. I told y'all we're gonna run that boy up. This ain't college. This ain't college, my boy. Them game plans in Madden.
Looking for a throw here.
They work. Oh my God, that's a dot, Ace. Oh no, that's not a fumble. They gotta challenge that.
Stop him before he gets much on the return.
They gotta challenge that.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying
Are they
to
gonna
do
challenge?
Is give the ball away. That's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Was he down?
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they'll try for better results this time.
We're not gonna be able to do custom playbook.
Now we have a stop.
Yeah, that's not a
challenges
fumble.
Inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Yeah, pretty bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
When we play each other, we're not gonna be able to set it.
And I do appreciate these officials are
so good. I don't know. He might have been down.
Play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
That was kind of quick though. It's like I saw the ball coming out. He steps up.
He'll dump this one off to his running back.
That's pretty, but that was a dot by Ace on that little challenge fumble.
On that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
6.
No luck finding his receiver that time.
They need to make the team builders offline. If they make the foul offline and you can share the scenario like 2K, then we'll be able to do all custom books and stuff. But they don't do that in Madden. That's the only thing I don't like. It's like, oh my God, that one at his feet. That one at his feet. I see what he was trying to do on the placement, trying to put it low, because that was good defense. But if you get that spot right there, that's something that Ace is gonna grow into. But if he gets that spot right a little bit higher, that's a perfect throw.
And this one had a brief chance.
Oh, no good. That hurts too. That miss hurts.
And this stays tied here in the second.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out.
That missed throw hurts, and then that missed field goal hurts. But
that
that was a deep field goal. That was about 50-something.
They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw.
Roseman over the middle, and Waverly in for the tackle. Roseman is going right at Waverly right now.
Nice spot here for the offense.
Roseman is going right at Waverly. It's a tough game right now, though. It's a tough game.
Back to throw now.
It's not going to be easy. Oh, and Roseman missing, trying to find his tight end in stride. That's actually good defense. There was a couple defenders in the vicinity, and they wasn't able to get it there, but that was nice. That was nice defense. That was good defense.
He's dropping back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's good defense.
Not on the same page with his tight end.
Ace with a little time. 3 timeouts, 42 seconds, 3 timeouts. See if they can make something happen. If he buries them with this punt, that's clutch.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds.
And he gets it out at the 24, so that's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see what Ace can do. 38 seconds left.
And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry.
Ooh, nice screen right there. And he got blocks. Denny Barclay runs out of bounds. That was pretty. Only 5 seconds on that play. That's a good play call right there.
And it'll give him a 1st down.
That's a good play call right there.
They send a tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun here.
Ace whips that one over the middle. 1st down.
And they'll make the stop.
That boy Rose. That boy Jamal Rose. He be cooking.
Now we're gonna get an
I
offensive
think he's
timeout.
not the slot
That's
receiver.
first.
They got him out on the outside, but he be cooking though. And then Ace got nice
Back
chemistry.
to pass on 1st and 10.
That little play to the outside. Oh my God, this boy Danny Barkley is tough. Danny Barkley is tough. 151, 1 touchdown, no interceptions in his first half. But Ace has played a pretty good. He's missed a couple throws, but he's made some really good throws as well, though. He's made some really good throws, but he did miss a couple throws in this half. Overall, I would say it's a really good half for Ace. They're going to call another timeout on that one.
Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. New slated downs to approach.
They missed the field goal from here on the last drive, so I know they want to get a little bit closer with maybe drive a 3. And there goes Ace holding it a little too long, but he gets it out. He gets it out right there. I like that. Looked like he was going to think about running, but I don't think he would have gotten anywhere too quick. He's not the fastest guy. He's a bigger guy at that quarterback position, standing about 6'5", 6'4". Throws that one away, saves some time as well. And he missed the field goal from here. The kicker has the leg, but I don't know if he has the accuracy from this distance. He's going to try it again. This one earlier. Can he knock this down? He had the distance last time, didn't have the accuracy, and this time he knocks it down. 13 to 10. And there's 5 seconds left on the clock. I believe they did what they were supposed to do.
If we were dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st
now
down.
they just got to play back. No need to risk anything. 2 safeties back.
Looking to throw.
Roseman going deep. Who is left and find somebody with no time left, and that was scary right there. That was scary right there.
On Thursday night, as we send things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for the EA
Coach
Sports
Villa escapes the half with a narrow
Coach.
lead, 13 to 10 right now.
We'll get back to you and Brock
He's
in just a
looking
moment.
good.
But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend
We
around the
still
NFL.
got some games
We'll
left.
start
We got
in
some
the early
we
window
got
and
some
begin
MSFL
up
versus
in
MSFL
Minneapolis.
matchups
A tough one
left to close
for
out the week.
outstanding
We got
Vikings
3 more
as they'll have to
games
do battle
to close
with
out
the
this
visiting
weekend.
Kansas
Them
City
NFL
Chiefs.
versus NFL teams are the games that
Plenty
we
to like
have.
about the
I
late
think you
afternoon
guys gonna
games
enjoy
as well.
those,
As
man.
you see by the
We
highlight,
have, let
these
me see,
guys
let me
are
get
in
that schedule
for
for
a
y'all.
battle,
So
taking
we
on
already
what
got
should
Aviators
be
Bills out
a
the way.
very
This
tough
is
opponent.
Coeds
And
versus
then one more
Chargers,
to highlight.
and we have
Monday
the
Night
Herd
Football.
versus the Voodoo,
That'll
the
be a good one
Outlaws
between
versus
the
the
Seattle
Mustangs, and the
Seahawks
Dragons
and the San
versus the
Francisco
Stingers.
49ers.
You got Carter going against Jake King. He was a matchup, defensive guy, offensive guy. That's gonna be fun to watch. You got the Herd versus the Voodoo, and that's part 2, man. They already played each other. You've seen
Thanks so much for the
the
look around
Herd
the league,
lose
Coach, but now
in
it's
a
time
close
to turn
one
our attention
to the
back
Voodoo,
to this one
and
as
then
we
they're gonna play
begin
each
the
other
third
again. That's a
quarter.
divisional matchup. That's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the
Oakland
25
and
on the
Hicks
return.
connection, trying to
Los
get a
Angeles
well-needed
getting its
victory to
offense set
split
to go to
against
begin
the
the
Voodoo.
third.
The Voodoo looking good
That
right now.
passing game
Coach
they
P
went to
got
in the
his team
first
looking
half.
like a
It's going to
well-oiled
need to be
machine.
firing to start this
Let's
second
see
half, too, as they chase
how
this
they
lead.
fare.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This quarterback Roseman is tough, man. Yo, all these NFL quarterbacks, like, when are we going to get a team that got a quarterback, man? They keep giving us all these tough teams. Oh, my God, Anderson. Oh, my God, Anderson. That was tough. Anderson with the vision looking beautiful. How y'all been feeling the sliders, though? Talk to me, guys. I think I've been liking the sliders, man. I learned a little something playing around with these Madden sliders, and I think we got some real competitive, realistic looking football, you know, here in the MSFL, man. I think we got some good sliders, man. I think it looks really realistic. Not too many crazy big plays. Like, it's playing really authentic, I think. Roseman. Off to his left, finds the tight end, holds it in with one hand. But you know what I'm liking, though? These rookie quarterbacks are playing really good ball. They're not just out there looking boneheadish. As long as they got the guys around them and the coaches are protecting them, you know, calling some good play calls, these rookies are looking good. They competing with some of these veterans. You could tell a difference, though. The veterans definitely look a lot more poised, and they're placing the ball way more consistently. Like Roseman, you know, the guy Vasquez, he just looked like a vet compared to, you know, Nash. Just like Roseman is looking like a vet compared to, you know, Ace. However, these young guys are competing, man. They are competing.
They'll come up first
and 10. Competing. I love to see that. Anderson, oh no, they go the other running back up the middle. And he's only going to get one. Oh, just trying to figure it out. Trips to the right. Running back in the backfield. Tight end. The bottom of your screen to the left. And Roseman is in trouble, but he finds a man over the middle. He's going to stretch out, and he's going to pick up the first down. That's a pretty good spot that they gave Harris right there. And first and goal at the 2. The way Anderson has looked on this drive, I think they go right with Anderson up the middle.
They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to
worry
about third down.
Formation right there, pulling guard. Anderson's not going to go nowhere. Great defense right there by the Coas. It is Bacon in on the tackle. He read, he reacted, and he got it done right there. Good defense right there by the Coas. Now they're going to try to spread them out. Probably still try to go to Anderson here, although he lost a yard. And yes, they do. He dives in. No good. Way to meet him at the line. And I think that's that kid that coach was raving about at that linebacker position, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot his name. Now they go with an empty set. Roseman in trouble, going to his left, and he's going to throw it away. Way too cold if you're the Coas right there. Henry stalking Roseman down. And they're going to go for it. Uh-oh. Won't be surprised if they try to sneak into that running back. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to sneak into that running back. That's what they do, and he's going to walk it in. Holcomb, touchdown. Told you, they got a couple backs that could get it done, man. They got a couple backs that could get it done.
They take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Now they'll throw out of the gun.
Oh my God, he dropped that. How did you drop that?
He can't hang on to the pass. And now they face second down.
How did you drop that?
Barkley trying this up the gut.
A nice run by Danny B. Yo, Danny B is tough. Coach Villa, get Danny the ball, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to set those running back goals, man. Get Danny that rock.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play.
That's a body bag right there.
2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And he'll get it up to the 44. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding
Oh my
up.
God,
They're able to
another
drop
one.
it.
Another
And the
one.
defense comes
And that
through,
drive
back 'em
just
up and get a
that
4th
drive
down.
just kind of
You know, when we
imploded
watch the
right
combine
there.
each and every
Back-to-back
single year,
sacks. That's
I
gonna
hope
be
you get
tough.
good enough to understand as a football fan. Watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed.
And now
right
it's gonna
there,
put
the kind
pressure
of
on that defense. That
explosive burst
defense
in
got to
the
get a
first
stop.
few
The
yards
line just full
to get
to Alex
home. Big
Roseman
sack.
is cooking.
The
20 for
Chargers
27,
are being
231
led
and a
back out there on
touchdown. The
offense
veteran
by their
trying to take it
quarterback.
to the rookie quarterback and show him
Offense
a
ready to
vibe.
begin this
And it's
drive,
also
1st and 10.
this young
And he'll be happy to keep
cornerback
letting it
one,
fly as much as he
Waverly,
has all game. Look at these numbers.
had
They
it
show
tough.
just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
Roseman off to the left.
Short pass brought in.
And Roseman gonna get
And
it to
they're
the
gonna bring it
running
down
back.
just beyond
That
the
is
30
Holcomb.
at the
Holcomb
31.
picking up some nice yardage.
That
And
is the
Roseman
epitome of
just
staying on schedule. That
flashing
kind of
and dashing his
completion
defense
there on
right
first
now.
down,
They
well,
can't
opens
get
up the
pressure. They got a
entirety
good
of the
line.
playbook
If they
for
can't start
2nd
getting
down.
pressure on this
Third and
line,
short in your back
Roseman
pocket,
is gonna
and
pick
get
this
even
team
more
apart.
aggressive and take
And he's
that
getting that thing
shot.
out quick. Tight end,
Finds a man,
tough
right
catch,
side.
tough rope
And this one
tackle.
gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
First down, Chargers. God,
Pickup of 2 here.
Chargers
And
is
it
cooking
brings
right
up an
now.
LA 1st down.
Chargers is cooking right now. Let's see if Coach Villa and company
Here's a throw.
stop him and he misses the
Taking a
tight
deep
end over the
shot
middle. That's
down.
good
1st
defense
down.
though.
Okay, no luck connecting. It's
You see them
incomplete.
quarterbacks be trying to drop it in that little
No
spot
dice on
right
that prior
there.
pass. Here's
When the
2nd
defense
down.
got over the top and a couple guys underneath, but that's a very
Throwing it
difficult
again
throw to
here.
make. Roseman is so capable of making a lot of throws, but
Coverage is too good
that one right there,
Didn't
pretty
find the throw that
complex.
he was
Good
confident in,
coverage,
so
good
just
pass
throws it
rush
away.
right
3rd
there.
down coming
By the
up.
Coas. Way to get to Roseman, and that's what you're going to need to do on a more consistent basis. It look like they trying to send some extras. Look like they sending 5. No, they go with 4. It's a screen, though. And then it's Holcomb, and Holcomb going to get the 1st down. Nice cut
And he's gonna get
right
this up
there,
to the
and that's just an
45 before he's
excellent
brought
play
down.
call to sneak that running back out the
11 yards,
backfield
Brock,
for
and
a
a fresh set of
screen
downs.
on 3rd down, and
This
that
dude's
is
just
a
simply got a
1st
nose for the
down. That
marker no
screen
matter
worked to
how they
perfection.
get
Look
him
how
the ball,
Roseman
Kate. Hand
is
it to him,
stayed
and he sniffed
tight,
out that first
stayed in
down.
the
Get it to
pocket.
him on
Those
a screen, and
blockers
it's
got
no
out
different.
there.
He
Holcomb made a really
surges
good
ahead
cut, and I
and
told you they
keeps
got a
this drive
couple
moving.
backs.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. They'll run. 1 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 r
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type
I
of
can
yards
hold you,
per
man.
carry,
The Chargers
that's
just
gonna
got
be
a
more
nice
than
balanced
all
approach.
right,
You see
letting him
Anderson,
lead
you
the
see
show.
Holcomb. They got a really good
2nd and 6
quarterback.
now.
Multiple running backs, good receivers. Oh, and he drops a
Incomplete. Had the
touchdown. That
connection,
one
but some
did
stone hands
go a
got in the
little
way
low,
there.
but you got to bring that one in.
No connection
Oh,
on the last
my
play,
God. The
and now
Coles
3rd
just
down.
caught a break. The Coles just caught a huge break right there. The
Shotgun
Coles
snap,
just caught a
looking to throw.
huge break right there, guys.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete.
And just
Defender
like
reading
that, they're gonna
rep.
get a
That brings
stop
up 4th
now.
down.
That's tough.
Well, that's like a good
That's
peanut butter
tough.
and jelly sandwich. Takes
That
work
is
to
tough,
make
and
it
it's gonna
work. And
lead to a
defensively,
punt.
you've
Could have
gotta
been a
have that pressure
touchdown. Will
up front.
put them
That's peanut
up.
butter.
And oh
Then
my
you have to
God,
have some
Coach Villa, your
drilling. That
team
was
has to
almost
take
a
advantage of
huge
this
play with an
opportunity
interception.
here. Excellent
And
punt.
that's gonna
God,
pin it as
excellent
deep as
punt
it
right
can
there.
go. They're gonna be
Down
stepping
at the
inside
5.
their own 5-yard line. The offense getting set to go.
Excellent
Now,
punt
their last
right
drive,
there.
not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
We're
Now
gonna get it
again
to the running back.
right. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own
right
goal
there.
line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that
2nd
means
8.
you're going to run it.
Trying to
and you're
work
gonna
him in
find
now.
whatever breathing room
Nice
you
little
can.
cut right there.
And
Get
once
some
again,
3.
he doesn't
They
manage
just trying
much
to
before
work
getting
out
brought
of the
down.
danger zone right now. They get it to
Looking
the
at a
9.
tough
Now
spot to
Ace
punt
got to
it
make
away.
a
If
play.
this third
Ace got to
down is
make a play. Very
unsuccessful.
manageable 3rd and 5. Ace is trying to make a play. Keep this drive alive. Don't want to put too
Setting
much
up a
pressure on your
throw.
defense. Ace trying to find somewhere to go, and he finds Walker for the 1st down. Wade, that was good protection. Way to stay composed in the pocket and deliver a strike if you're Ace, because they've gotten to you about 3 times now. And I think that was beautiful. Beautiful composure, beautiful placement. Drop those 4s in the chat. 4th and final quarter. Big throw by Ace right there.
1st down from the 31.
And let's see if they can take charge and turn this thing around in the 4th quarter. They've been trailing in the 3rd.
Trying to throw here out of the gun.
Ace over the middle, nice little lofty pass to the tight end. Just wanted to get that one for sure. He's soft in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
But I like the play call. I like the execution right there. They didn't even need to put too much zip. Just lofted that one in
Shotgun
there.
snap, looking to throw.
Oh, Ace is in trouble, and that's the issue right there. You gotta see that sooner and get that ball out. Body bags.
Kate, this is one of those times and moments that
Body bags. Look, you see, he gotta get that out. He gotta get out of there and get that out. That little turn right there, taking loss of yards right there. That's not gonna do it, Ace. You gotta get that thing out of there. And we knew that was a bit of a problem for him sometimes in the college game. But now, 2nd and 23 after the big loss, he got a lot of ground and cover. They're gonna need a big play. Ace going to his slot man. Ew.
That's incomplete.
There's the
That was
importance
Rose.
of staying
Rose will
in
take a
phase
hit.
as a
Rose took a
defender.
hit.
He was all over him in
Trying
coverage.
to set him up. That was
really
short
did
over the
help
middle
force
too.
the
Wasn't gonna do too
incompletion.
much anyway. Big 3rd
Here
and a
he is
mile
on
now,
the
and he's in
line.
trouble. They're sending a blitz, and it's the same guy, Johnston.
Take him down.
Johnston with another
And the
sack.
defense comes through.
He got
That's
the
gonna back
hat
him
trick
up
and
and bring
sacks
up 4th
tonight, and
down.
there's nothing to do. They're not picking him
Kate,
up.
I've seen a
They're
one-step
not
drop.
picking
I've
that
seen a
up.
3
They
and
gotta
5
they
and
gotta
7.
make adjustments to
Some of
pick
the
up
boots and
Johnston.
play
And then maybe
actions
that's
get more
something that
depth,
Ace
but a
has to
20-step
adjust to
drop.
at the line. Maybe Ace got to
That's
make
not
that
gonna
adjustment
cut it.
because Johnston is
Except for this
getting in and
defense, it
causing
just
havoc.
adds a
That is
whole
his
bunch of
3rd
negative
sack
yards
of
to
the
that
night, and I
play.
believe Ace has been down 5 times now in
Punt
this
team on
game.
the field.
Ace got to pick that
He's
up,
gonna
and he
effort
has
this
to
from his own
adjust
goal
right
line.
there. Can't just allow Johnston to keep coming in
Getting about
and
50 yards
wreaking
of
havoc.
so far, and here's another quality effort.
Gotta make
Taken
that
right
line
at the
adjustment. You
40.
gotta identify that
And he's brought
that
down
pass
before
rush
the
right there.
return
You
gets
gotta
far.
identify where he's coming from.
The Chargers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this
Of course,
performance
Alex
one that
Roseman
he's going to remember.
incomplete a couple
But as we like
passes.
to say, the
But if
defense
Alex
will
Roseman
probably
can play
rather
keep
forget.
away in this 4th quarter and keep a drive going, he's gonna have his Chargers in good hands. Both teams
And he's
1-on-1,
brought down
trying to
after a
get
short gain.
out of the danger zone. You gotta
Every
love
once in
it.
a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out.
Gotta
of it, too.
love it. Let's see, over the middle. Nice dot.
Over the middle.
3rd and inches now.
And he gets a small chunk
Course.
there before he's touched down.
Roseman, I'm telling y'all, look
It's
at this,
not
the
just
presence, the
imperative that
veteran
a
presence of
quarterback goes
Roseman.
man
Roseman
or
is
zone.
tough, y'all.
Same thing for a receiver,
Built for this.
especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage
Built
like
for
that,
this.
you
He's
settle
putting it
down,
there.
find the soft spot.
Up the middle, there
Give your
goes
quarterback a
Anderson, and
chance.
he got a nice little running back room.
And he's able to reach
Got
the
a nice
40
running
on
back
that
room. They
play.
mixing it up, man.
It's
They
a
mixing
gain
it
of
up.
4
Anderson
there.
and Holcomb.
And the Chargers will have a first.
Anderson and Holcomb
That is your
coming
old
with it.
school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Anderson and Holcomb is coming with it. That's a dot right there.
And they can't chop
Golly.
to him, but not until
That
he's
boy's
got a
fast.
huge gain
That,
and a first
that boy
down.
just put on the jets on those
They
DBs.
get 22 on that
DB's
one.
looking a little
It
tired. That
brings
boy
up an
Garrett.
LA first down.
Did you see that? Look how he
From a
turned.
great
Oh my
throw to a
God.
nice route
I'm
and
leaving
catch
you.
to
Look,
moving
both of
the
y'all.
chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to
Yo.
like about that amazing play.
The acceleration left him in the
Still on the
dust.
move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Yeesh. 1st and 10 on the 18.
Working
Keep wild
inside the
going.
red zone.
Roseman gonna throw it away. That might
That one falls
be a
incomplete,
rough one
but
though.
our attention's
That
so
might
far
be
on
a
the line.
rough
He
one.
got cleaned after that
Yes,
throw
that is
and drew the
a rough
instant
one.
flag.
Cole is gotta be a little bit more disciplined. Lamar McLaurin.
There's no way around
That is
this, Brock.
that's tough right there.
Exactly
That's gonna move them forward at the
and the
9
penalty gives them a
yard
whole lot
line.
more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late great
Gonna
Dennis
hand it
Green. He
off
said it
to
perfectly. We
Holcomb
had
and
him right where we wanted,
to get to the
and we lit
7,
him
2
up.
yards.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
What's going on?
He's gonna throw this one.
Off to his left,
Looking
though.
touchdown, but can't connect.
Trying to throw that
Can't
one
cover
low,
it much
trying to
better
place
than
it at a
that.
spot for the
Really well
receiver.
covered, Kate, on that
Looked like he
play.
couldn't
Just
track the
simply was
ball
not a
too
window
well.
for
3rd
him
and
to
goal
sneak
from the
that throw
7.
in.
Forwards need a big stop right
Here
here.
he is now, 3rd and goal.
Roseman over the middle, and that's on Waverly. Touchdown. He was right there, but there goes that guy
The
again.
Chargers now lead by 10.
Garrett, Denard Garrett is fast, though. Denard Garrett got some speed. And they definitely picked on Waverly a bit in this game. Waverly just a step too slow on that one.
That close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense
That
every
was
time,
pretty.
Kate. You got to have a
That was
whole lot
pretty.
more physicality
Roseman
at the
just
point of
put it
attack
there.
because a QB
Yeah,
is
Ace,
always going to be looking
Ace.
for that
It's still
short
possible,
slant
Ace.
near the goal line.
Still possible, Ace Villa and
That
Ace
one
Andre
right
Roche.
down the middle.
Still possible
And
for
the
y'all to string
Chargers
something
drive their
together.
lead to 11.
Now, see what happened late in that
The
game.
Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
24-13.
This offense getting all set for this series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps
boy
taking
Johnston
this offense out of any grooves that
getting
they've
there.
managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking
Going
the
on,
juice out of an
oh,
offense.
good, bro. Tackle. The
Avoids
speedy
the
back
defender.
gets
We got a
out.
foot race. Give him 18 yards on that play,
And
Brock, and
Westbrook
it gets him a
gonna
first
get
down.
18. That's a nice run
Easily
right
had the
there.
yardage for a first, but he was
Nice run
hungry
right there.
for
I
a
think they
lot
playing
more.
that pass. You
I
caught him
think that
slipping
tackle
right there.
prevented something
There
that
goes
was
that
gonna
boy
be a lot
Danny B
bigger
back in the
than just a
backfield.
first down
Westbrook
pickup.
though with a nice little flash right there. Ace going deep. Tip drill.
And it's
Almost
incomplete.
intercepted.
Lucky there, too. Nearly
Ace
picked
trying to
off
go
on
for
first
that big
down.
play, and I told you that's where he gets in
So
trouble
after the
sometimes.
incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds
Over
the
the
in
middle.
route complete.
3rd and 6.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. One of the tight ends in motion left. Throw on 3rd down.
Ace
Finds
with
him
a
over the
nice
middle.
slant right there by the tight
And
end.
they get
Okay.
this down to the 44 before
Okay,
he
let's
stopped.
move.
It's a gain of 12 there.
Ooh.
And that gives them the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Behind his
Trying to get it to
target.
Westbrook out of the
Looking for the
backfield. I like
back
that.
time.
That was
And
dangerous
it's going
right
to be
there.
2nd down.
That was dangerous. We seen Ace get away with a couple throws on this drive right here that could have went the other way.
Still sticking with the passing
Quick throw
game.
right there over the middle.
Completed over
Finds
the middle.
Rose.
And he's going to be brought down
And I
at
think
the
they got to
35
speed
yard
things
line.
up a little bit. Maybe not too much.
3rd
Maybe
and just 2 to go.
defense, as long as the defense do their job, if they're able to finish this drive with a score. As long as defense do their job, they got a fighting chance.
Back now,
Ace
pressure
finds a
on
nice
its
quick
way.
pass. I like that. I like that
Brought
play
in
call
right
right there.
side.
Trying to get out of bounds desperately,
And they take him
but
down
cannot.
right along the
4:16 left in this game.
get 6 and a
They're
first
stringing
down
together
as
a nice
well.
drive. Just don't want this
Move
drive
the
to take
chains.
too long.
Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep
In
that
enemy
defense
territory
on its
now. They're
heels.
knocking on the door. They're knocking
Putting a receiver
on
in
the
motion.
door.
They'll throw it again.
Ace going to his left, finds a guy, good footing, and he's gonna be hit out
And
at
they
the
finally
1.
bring him down, but that is a big gain and
He
a new
said
set
he's
of
not
downs.
over yet. Gonna put Walker in
First
motion.
down from the
Ace
red zone.
surveying the floor.
He's
Ace
on
just
the
run it in.
move.
Use that body. Touchdown,
Game
Coors.
breaks for the
And
touchdown.
Ace Andre Roche runs
These
it in.
guys now within 1
And that is what they needed. He put together a nice drive when it was needed. That was huge. And I'm telling you, these young guys are showing flashes, man. That's a good drive. He had a couple dangerous throws. You know, the defense did take advantage, and I think that was big right there. That was big. That run to cap it open big. Now the defense of the Coles gotta get them off the field quick. Ace in trouble again, gonna use his legs, and how do you not account for his legs after he just ran in a touchdown? So Ace Andre Roche scores a touchdown and gets the 2-point conversion with his legs. He's not the fastest quarterback, but he definitely could get it done. Makes this a 3-point game with the 2-point conversion. That's what you like to see. Look, he's moving around the pocket. 32 had to account for Westbrook. Number 40 is just lost. What is he doing? Number 40 was just sitting there. What was he doing? He was just lost. You got to read and react on that one. You see the quarterback about to make a move. You got to get to him.
That's going to be taken in at the 8.
Defense got to get it back.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
3 minutes left. I think they still got enough time, but they got to stop that man Roseman. Alex Roseman is looking good right now.
And this is some quality film review right here.
Look
at this.
Oh
Couple
my
of
God.
touchdowns.
Hit
Good
as
amount of
he's going.
yards
Gets
too.
it to the tight end.
He's been moving down like only he can.
Even getting into his playmakers, man. You got to watch Goddard, and you got to watch that tight end on this drive. And you also got to watch the running backs. Got to watch the running backs too. I think they like to use Holcomb in that passing game. He's in the backfield right now. Anderson is a little shifty guy that can run. Holcomb can run as well, though, too. Breaks through that little seam, picks up 5. That's how they going to work that clock. How they going to work that clock? Carter said Waverly pick 6 loading. That would be crazy, because Waverly has been having some troubles in this game with these pro receivers. If he can do that, that'll be crazy. Roseman going to his right. Oh my God, what a hit by the safety, and Goddard not going to bring that one in. This is like they was tired of Goddard. Goddard had a couple of big catches in this game, and they said, hold on, sit down. He said, sit down. We're tired of you. That was a big hit right there, because Roseman placed that nicely. The tight end going to sneak past the defense for a first down. That was clutch. That was clutch. That one might hurt him.
I think my favorite part was
now it's really a game of defense having to make some plays and call some timeouts to keep this thing going. Offense have to make some plays to keep the drive alive. Number 6 trying to close in on the running back. Number 6 was trying to close in on the running back, and Roseman just put that on the spot. Coach Villa just not happy with that one. He's like, that's the one we needed. He knew that they needed that one desperately. But now it is time. Roseman stepping back, going to his right, finds a guy on a drag, first down.
They pick up 20 yards there, and the Chargers will have a first.
That was a big play right there.
Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They want
that was a big play right there,
make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Gonna hand it off to Holcomb. Holcomb almost got to the outside. Would have stopped right there. They're going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. Now, they got to make a couple big stops and call timeouts. They need stops. I think one more first down ends this game. One more first down may end this game. Chargers put Anderson back in. That's their little shifty running back. This kid has vision. They're going to go to screen. No, I mean, I said they're going to go to screen. I meant to say a guy in motion, and Anderson's going to scamper for a nice 5-yard gain. I told you, this kid Anderson can run that ball. Smaller guy, really good vision. And now they got Holcomb in. Gotta watch this running back tandem, man. If they get a first down here, this game is over. If they get a stop here, they can live to see another day. They give their young quarterback an opportunity, and almost got there, but he's going to hold on. It is Moss that is going to call game on that one. And the linebacker was just a second late. And I think that you could bring the Owls out now, guys. I think that you can bring the Owls out. Anderson with another nice little run of 5. 10 carries, 36 yards, but he had very timely runs. They're going to use their last time out, and I don't know. I think it's over. I think that's all she wrote. You get the time to stop it right there, but I don't think it's enough time. They run it. I think they can just run this thing out. That was dangerous. Dangerous. The quarterback gonna keep that. You gotta hold on to that ball.
They only need one more now on 3rd down.
3rd and 1. Definitely need to stop here. Don't stop here. They just gonna need that thing. And I know they're going to Anderson. Oh no, they're gonna go with a pass. They're going to go with a pass. Roseman stepping up, and what? He's going to throw that one? Why not? Why not run it? That's going to be a questionable call right there from the coach. They just gave them an opportunity of a lifetime, because that was a questionable call by the coach. You go with a pass in that situation, and you give them time. You go with a pass that winds up being an incompletion. Why risk that when it's 3rd and 1? That was questionable. Uh-oh. Now they give the young quarterback an opportunity. They give the offense an opportunity. I'm not sure why they would even do that. If the Chargers botch this, that coach needs to get fired.
That count runs their offense.
The Chargers botch this, that coach needs to get fired. Why would you pass the ball there? What? Gotta watch Walker now. Walker is the guy to watch. And he's going to try to loft that up. He gets it to the tight end, and the tight end with a big reception. They don't have any timeouts, though. Ace, can you pull a rabbit out of a hat? Nashville had a really big closing effort. And the rookie Ace put his own clutch performance on this last drive here. 12 seconds. He's in trouble. He's not going to get it off, and that's going to be the game.
And that pushes them back.
That is going to be the game. GG's. They got an opportunity, but the Chargers made sure not to let that one implode on them. And that's all.
But their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.
That is all she wrote. Oh, it's fought hard. The Chargers gonna come away with a huge win, and that boy Roseman. I'm not gonna lie, that boy Roseman just got it done. The Chargers QB is good. 11-year vet, Alex Roseman, 30 for 45, 66%, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Ace, no interceptions as well, 71%. He's played a good game. It was a good duel. Roseman definitely came out on top of that matchup. When it comes to the running backs for the Chargers, they had a nice little 2-man tandem going. Holcomb and Anderson did their thing. Both 6-year veterans, one out of Oregon, one out of Western Kentucky. Both looked really good. Holcomb came away with the touchdown. They were doing some things in the receiving game too. Holcomb, 2 really good catches. Anderson had a good catch with 7 yards too. It was this man Garrard, man. This boy Denard Garrard is fast. This boy can get it done. Keontae Moss, 7 receptions, 92 yards as well. Season vet. Larry Prawl, a touchdown. That tight end made some big plays. Definitely fought hard. And then if you look on the defensive end for the Chargers, you had 9 total tackles for Peak, 7 for Baker, 7 for Hicks, 6 for Pornell, 3 tackles for loss for Edward Johnston, and he had 3.5 sacks. This defensive tackle was crazy. And you see Ace said, yo, that defensive tackle looks crazy, and boy did he get it done. Boy did he wreak havoc on that line today. 2 tackles for loss for Ruben, 1 sack for him. And I just think it was this guy, Edward Johnston, that was making things very difficult. I think it was Edward Johnston freeing things up for the rest of these guys. And that's what you want out of your star defensive tackle. No interceptions for either. Let's go on the Koa side of things. In the rushing game, Danny Barkley. I think you got to give Danny Barkley the ball more, man. Got to give Danny Barkley the ball more. 8 attempts, 71 yards. How is he not getting the ball more? Ricky Westbrook even came in and had some good runs. Danny Barkley is hurt a little bit too. He may be injured, he may be out now, but you gotta run that ball more, man. Stephen Archer, 8 receptions, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Jay Rowe, 7 receptions, 73 yards, no touchdowns. Dom Colliver, 6 receptions, 74 yards, no touchdowns. Defensive end, McClendon, the strong safety with the most tackles. Never really too much of a good thing if you're leading in tackles. Means you've been giving up some big plays. That was pretty much a story for the Colts defense. They were giving up big play after big play. 1 tackle for loss. for 4 different guys, no sacks. They didn't get through Roseman at all. And Roseman had a good line. We saw that coming in. And overall, I think Roseman definitely got to get that player of the game. Ace did his thing, showed some flashes, but overall, the Chargers just got it done. Chargers, difficult for them. Definitely want to show some stuff. Touchdown by 8. Threw one and he ran one, touchdowns on the Ace. Andre Roche not able to come away with the victory though. That's going to hurt. But it is what it is, man. Still a young guy, still showing really positive flashes for this Coles team, showing signs that he can lead this team and develop into a really good quarterback, man. For these guys, he's been looking good. Lead 5 touchdowns right now. We'll be on that, but I know somewhere around there. Looking sturdy though. Looking sturdy. Want to get one of those sacks by Johnston. Johnston definitely looked tough, and those lyrics like that, you just want to get a good read of them. That wasn't actually a sack by Johnston. Sack by. I think this was a dot though. Dot right. That wasn't. That's a dot, but that wasn't the dot that I. Alex Rose. Get an Alex Rose touchdown. Though. This was a dot as he got hit. Like as he got hit, just but absolutely right. Boy, look who that was on. Waverly first. Waverly, welcome to the NFL. MSFL. This was NFL matchup. Welcome to the NFL. As these guys kind of win at Waverly. I ain't gonna lie. Rod did his thing. Roseman, definitely the player of the game, though. Definitely able to do at that position. Outstanding. Made it very tough. This was a lot though. Like, they composed in a pocket, took the hit, delivered an absolute like who the hit was coming. Look at him wincing. Who that hit was coming, but still dropped in a dime. Gotta love it. Definitely want to get one of those sacks from Johnston. Look at Johnston. Look how he manhandled him. 51 out the way. Cracked down Ace. Andre Roche. Big hit right there as well. Captain for a reason. He's that guy for a reason. And at that defensive tackle spot, Johnston tough. I want to say he's the player of the game, actually. Defensive player of the game on the defensive player of the game, and then Roseman, offensive player of the game. These guys both were just absolutely electric tonight. And graphics so elite in Madden, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I did up the graphics though on the stream. I had it at a lower rate, or yeah, even in the college series, I had it at a lower rate. I know you see it really hitting now. That next college series come back is gonna be crazy. I didn't even know. I had just got used to the OBS setup and all of that. Jumped right into streaming, so I didn't know. I had fixed it, and I was like, oh my god, these graphics are hitting way more now. You just see it, just far more realistic. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me this game. Still got more coming up. That was it. I want to see what those goals were. See what those. Oh, it's gonna pop up. Win turnover, yeah, that's what. In turnover battle, like you gotta get that running back more involved, man. Get that one running back more involved. That was a bit of conservative, and don't lean on what the strengths are. But I think though with that line, you gotta know your personnel with that line and stuff. You gotta try to run that. Try to run that. They're gonna slip to 1-2 now in the division, in their division. Of course, nobody else is in their division. Dallas is 0-2, so they still got a fighting chance. But they got two undefeated teams in their division, though. They got two undefeated teams. They got the Dragons and the Stingers. So if they want to see playoffs, Coach Villa and company got to start stringing it together. They want to see playoffs in this first year. They definitely gonna have to start stringing it together, sooner than later. But let me see if Danny Barclay. Oh no. He just took a little injury in the game. Overall team not looking bad though. Not looking bad, coach. Y'all competed too. Y'all competed. You know it's gonna be tough in the pros, but y'all definitely competing. So definitely gotta show y'all love. Definitely right now. I actually want to see the schedule. Got coming up. I actually got the schedule right in front of me written. I don't know if Coach Pete want to get going with that voodoo. We do some other game too. Do Outlaws Mustangs first or Dragons. Maybe we should do Outlaws Mustangs. But because that's not as like prime time as the other games. Outlaws are 0-2. I believe Outlaws are 0-2, but I believe the Mustangs they may be 1-1. Yeah. Mustangs 1-1. They won last week. Took a tough loss in week. Oh no, they actually won week last week. Ooh. And they took a division. They played the Voodoo, I believe. I'm not mistaken. Boy Carter said, I gotta do upgrades too, or gotta do a little upgrade for guys. Gotta do upgrades for them guys too. Those guys, right? Who's been looking though? Definitely. Bozeman. Yeah. Mustangs. I'll auto the outlaw. That game. Yeah. Things is home, so we gonna auto the outlaw. We're gonna get this Mustang.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Somebody gotta play of the week. Oh, that boy Z Downs. Play of the week last week. They lost to the good. But the outlaw Mustang going. Smart was there. Two plus rushing yards. Let me show you. Let me show you some rushing. Show you some rushing. Show you how you get that run going. 200 rushing total for the offense. Could do 450 coach. 5. Now toes is actually a youth, pretty active. I wanna get like I could suck. Good guy. Toledo, you ain't- That's crazy. I just beat though. I never put the game in the Discord. Still had guys tuning in, man. I never put the I don't believe toes. Gotta get toes. Toes stepped up. I gave him two, but because I'm writing all of this down too. direction. I want to do a graphic showing what I put up. All these guys, so I'm tracking it on a month to month. So toes, +1 change direction, +2 catch, awareness, +1 catching traffic, +2 short route, +1 medium. On total, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could do that for Beach. I give Beach a 9. I seen him around. He been a bit in and out, so I could do that. +9 for Beach right there. Toes. That'll take him to an 82. Them like Watford and Redmond. Definitely been doing their thing. I want to mess up. Water. No toes. Watford is #1 there. So. MSFL game. They're not division. They're not in the same division, but both teams definitely representing the MSFL. So see how that goes. It'll be a good game, man. Be a good game. Running back wise, yeah, you gotta get Clyde Knight involved. They definitely for what we inputted. Clyde Knight, my baby leaving. Big bye to the chat. Hi, chat.
Bye, chat.
Oh, Brody chasing. All right. So let's go. Let me see. Oh, let's go Mustangs. Let's go Mustangs. Let's go Outlaws. This is a good matchup. This is gonna be a good matchup just in general.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And
Ram Ramsey,
we'll see this
linebacker.
team's athletic linebacker. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. Great game in store for y'all. And it's
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Oh.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a good one. I think this is gonna be a good one. I like this Mustangs team. I like the Outlaws too. I think the Outlaws been underperforming, but I like them though. And there go, yeah. There goes Clyde Hyde. Remember what I told y'all about that running game plan? Y'all see the game plan that I put in for them. Because Clyde Knight get 15 carries. He gets 15 carries because he's a good running back. You see the game plan I put and watch them run the ball. I'm telling y'all, take notes. Shout out to my guy Coco Punch in the building, a.k.a. Chris Matthews. I'm telling y'all, watch and learn. Watch and learn. Read option. Look at this. Read option on short. Coach Villa, I'm telling you, take notes. Take notes, man. Take notes. I'm true to this, not new to this. You put in the right game plans, you balance it properly, it's going to happen. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Come on, man. Come on, man. Them game plan goals. I'm giving sauce. Y'all know I've been giving sauce to the sim world when it comes to this coaching. And look at what we seeing. Good play action. Work the run into the pass. And that's a first down right there. Tyson. Trying to tell y'all, I'm a guru, man. I'm a guru.
This is going to be a corner route to their
I'm a sim guru, man. They be thinking I'm capping it. They just think, I don't know why. Like, they know the drill with me. They know the drill with me, man. I'm a guru at this, man. Ooh, that's dangerous right there. But he's going to go run. Yeah, improvise. I be telling y'all, man. I know nobody know these game planning like me.
You're expected to break a little bit bigger than this
one
because when you run him on short gains.
Let's move. Zeke Towns, beautiful pass, but Cole's not gonna be able to hold on. He's gonna be hit as he's trying to catch it, and he can't hold on. He is a smaller guy. We've seen Toes drop those in college as well. In traffic, it get a little difficult for the smaller guys. Zeke Towns in trouble, still gets it to the running back out of the backfield, takes a hit though. And they can still settle for 3 right here though. They can settle for 3 right here. Nice little drive. Don't got to do too much. Should be a bit of a chip shot. Still pretty long field goal, but he should be able to knock this one down. Kick is up, and it is 2-0.
He's able to get this one to go. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team.
All right, smart still. Oh, and I know I wasn't bugging. Smart, nice throwing the run right there. Gets it to his tight end. That's beautiful execution right there, Outlaws. Tight end Byron. This kid Smart is alright. He a younger quarterback too, and I think he got a nice little future in the MSFL / NFL merger. I think he got a nice little future, man.
He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
And up to the running back, and he's gonna pick up 4.
At the 33, following a gain of 3. And
hey,
guess what?
Both teams running it pretty effectively early, utilizing that run. Go right back to the running back on short, but the defense holds. Defense holds. Good defense by the Mustangs right there. The Dallas offense just got to pick it up. They offense got to find a little more consistency to compete at this level is what I'm starting to see. And they're going to go for it. 4th and 3. They're on the other side. They said, listen, we're going to go for it. No, we ain't trying to tie the game. We're going to go for it. That's a dot. Smart. It's a big throw. Smart. Thomas brings it in traffic. Takes a hit. Still brings it in. I like that. I like that. Big shift to the right. That's some guy shifted to the right. But a 3 tight end. Look, they're going with the run.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 23, here's a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 now.
Operating from the gun.
Smart back. Smart surveying the floor. Smart is going to be tackled to the body bag. They're going to count that as a sack because he is just at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Body bags in the chat. Smart. Again, feeling the pressure. Just going to have to dump that one down and nowhere. And this time, they should definitely settle for 3. I doubt they're going to be too aggressive on this one. Smart can move around in that pocket. Just couldn't find nobody. Didn't risk it for the biscuit, and I like it. I like it. Why risk it for the biscuit?
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
God, he's in trouble. Ew. Ew, big loss. But this is what you want to see from this Outlaws defensive line, man. We haven't seen it yet, but they have a really good defensive line, man. I think their defensive line is potentially to be one of the best in the league. You just got to see them string it together. Play action after the big loss. He's trying to rip it, and he's not going to be able to hold on to it. That was Mr. Watford, and Watford is the top receiver, top veteran receiver on his team, but he just hasn't made the big plays early in the season yet. I think that has held Montana back. Mustang's going to need him, and their quarterback is in trouble, going to throw that one away. And this is what you want to see the Outlaws defense do. You want to see them get after the QB.
They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
4th and 24. Gonna go with the obvious punt here.
On 4th as this one's away. Oh, look at the juke. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Okay.
Most of them wanted to end with
nice run. They're running this running back. They're running Kirkland.
Field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That tight end could have held that block, could have went for more, but he's still gonna get the first down.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Hey, Smart. Hey, Smart. You got for us, Smart. Smart to the outside. Smart.
Very little there. He might
have
gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Back to throw.
Smart in trouble.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Smart off to his left. That's a dot.
Winslow brings it in over the middle.
Looking good, man. 1 year guy, one of the youngest quarterbacks in the MSFL out of the generics. And I like Smart game,
These
man.
two teams
I like Smart's
all
game.
tied after 1.
I like Smart's game.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
At the middle, Kirkland.
He is met in his tracks
in
behind
his
the line
tracks.
of
He's
scrimmage.
going to be stopped for a loss right
So after the loss
there.
of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense back.
How y'all feeling about EA College Football 26 on the way out? What y'all think about that, fellas?
They'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
16. That's
no gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long
play. I like
situation
that.
Coming up.
Both defenses coming to play. Looking like a tough defensive match. Smart in trouble going to his left.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to be incomplete.
So coming on now is the
field goal unit. Very low scoring game. Both defenses stepping up, making it tough for each team's offense. And I like these type of games. I like these type of games. Oh my God, no good on that one. They're going to give the Mustangs the ball back with some good field position. You don't want to give good field position to these Mustangs. If they could get going, man, I'm telling you, this wide receiver core got a lot of potential. Smaller guys, but these guys got burners. And oh my God, Amani Toes off the dot. Yo, that's beautiful ball placement low. And in a spot only your guy could get it on the sideline. Golly. That was tough. That was tough right there. Let's see what's going on. The pocket, another. Those down doing to that one.
There's a premium for all
Those
of them.
getting a wide receiver 1 nod this week.
The coverage a little too good there. Look at the secondary of the Outlaws, man. I'm telling you, these Outlaws have potential to have one of the best defenses. These Outlaws have potential to have one of the best defenses. They got really good pass rushes. And they DBs, man. X-Factor superstars, like, you see it. You just got to string it together. Off to the left, another dot, and there goes that wide receiver Watford, man. There goes Watford. Watford hasn't, like I said, he hasn't been making too big a plays as we expect from him. But, you know, it's week 3, and he's trying to step it up. Zeke Towns with a nice throw. Zeke Towns is a really good veteran QB, man. He can do some things with his legs, and when he's in his bag, he's in his bag. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals.
Hoping
to change that right here.
Can you finish the drive, though, Zeke? Can you finish the drive? And here he goes. He's running.
He'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean?
I'm running that one. Shout out to my guy, Blue Rain. What's going on, family? Another read option right there.
Towards the running back. Then you pull it and
He's
take
not
it
going to
yourself
go nowhere that
outside
time. They
in. If he
ready.
stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running
They ready.
back.
He's actually going to lose a yard. Can't try to do that. Blue Rain, what's the word, my guy? Good to see you.
And he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the
trouble. Zeke to the outside. Finds a guy to his right. It is Watford who can't hold on. Watford, you gotta hold on to those. You're looking for a penalty, but you got 2 hands on that. That's 6 right there. Watford, and you the vet. You the highest overall receiver. No, not too high, only at 82, but still, like, that's good numbers right there. If they expecting good things from not come away with that one right there. Now your team got to settle for 3 and kick this thing back to the Outlaws. But let's not, you know, let's not act like the Outlaws defense is not like that, because the defense is definitely like that, so it's cool.
You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
To the right, dot. First down, Winslow on the catch. That's his second. Smart putting it there. Look at Smart receivers, though. They holding on. They getting it done.
Not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Oh, God. First down.
Just tied in. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action.
Smart. Play action. Oh, my God. Put it there. Put it there. And that's Thomas, yo. I'm telling you, this boy Smart is alright. If the defense gets some stops and they start to string it together on offense, I think Smart could break out at some point, man. He really put some oomph on that one. He's a smaller guy. I think he had a guy deep too. Might have had a guy deep, but I like the safe one.
Really struggling to find
And Smart is a young QB too, yo. Though better watch out for the generic, the young generic, man. Gonna hand it off to Kirkland. Oh my God, that D-line of Montana.
He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Off to the right, Kirk. First down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They're going to run out the gun.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Go to the left, tries to get it to the tight end on the low flare route. You see a lot of teams trying to run those concepts closer down to the red zone. That one not going to work out too crazy. But this has been a good drive. 3rd and 9. Can they finish it? Can they try to get a little first down here? Let's see. Smart goes to the end zone, back of the end zone. But that's great defense by the Mustangs right there. That's great coverage right there. I like the shot by Smart though. Definitely put it somewhere where it's gonna be difficult to get picked off, but I like that. Good defense.
In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And that's gonna go 6 up. 6 up.
They put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator.
Go to the left. That one's going to be bobbled.
I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns.
Not sure if that kind of a drop. That might just be a deflection
this
right
might be
there.
The case.
Deep little QB draw. Oh, fumble! And the Outlaws gonna get it back. I'm telling you, this Outlaws defense. Telling y'all, they in their bag. They're in their bag.
In as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice.
They in their bag. They in their bag. They got guys.
What did this quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand.
You gotta hold that ball.
I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball
Outlaws
doesn't
trying
get
to get
dropped.
their first win.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first
balling
contact.
Though defensively.
It's 2nd down.
One thing. Both teams making it hard. That was easy on the forced fumble. Oh, nice cut by Kirkland. But still not going to go too far. Trying to run that ball, man, but it is not easy. It is not easy.
Operating from the gun. Smart.
Off to the left. Smart finds a guy by himself.
Great effort
down.
There. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Wide open and Smart just saw it. Smart picked it up, put it there.
And
I don't know. Number 6 just got cooked.
Because usually your rookie season is a
Where
continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Big play, 29 yards.
Down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Let's see how Zeke Towns and company
They'll start
on
the
up the
here on
middle.
first down. And he'll push his way
Mr.
forward
Knight.
to about the 32. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
That
2nd and 4.
Off to his left, and
This
that's
throw incomplete.
Olin dropped a couple though, but he's getting hit. That coverage is making it very difficult.
In search of 4 yards here to
They're
pick up
making
the
it
first
very
down.
difficult for that boy Toes.
Back to throw.
Watford with a nice first down. See Watford with some first down drives, man, but you got to make some big plays, man. Got to get some big plays in there for us. Off to the right, and there goes Redmond for the first down. So now Zeke Towns trying to push it. This 2-minute drill, Zeke Towns is trying to
head to the
push it.
sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game.
Back up the seam, and Watford can't hold on. Those are the ones you gotta hold on to.
It's 2nd down.
This is a tough secondary. You gotta hold on though.
Back to throw again.
Deep to his left, gets it to Watford. There you go. Quick one out the slot. Pick up 5. I like it.
But the next wave there to bring him down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive.
10. Nice seam right there. And there goes Watford. Can't get to the end zone, but he gets down at the 2. 4 catches, 77 yards. And Watford starting to answer the call now. This is his big game. And he says, Kamish, I got you.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll look to throw again.
Deep Fonz Toes, touchdown. I saw that one. It's going to be hard to stick with Toes in that end zone, near that end zone on them drags. That boy is too fast, and they play in the zone, and Zeke just waited till he got in that little hole of the zone and dropped one there. Monty Toes with a touchdown, got the wide receiver 1 nod today. You're making the defense pay. They're going to tie it up before the half. 13-4. And the slide has been cooking, man. Slide has been cooking, fellas. I'm telling y'all now. Slide has been cooking. Sliders have been
All
cooking.
square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, God. Ty's looking up.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was a hit. They got to get the Smart, though, because Smart making some good decisions. Don't want him to get too comfortable. Don't want him to get too comfortable.
Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Smart.
And that's a body bag.
Down he goes.
That is a body bag.
By the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they bring out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, God. Body bag.
Here as he's taken down.
That's a big hit right there. Jalen Means. Look at that boy Means. That boy Means, Carter. I know you like Means, Carter.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here.
I know you like Means, Carter.
As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window.
Oh, you see that, Carter? That boy Jalen Means tough. Seen that game just end. Chargers snuck away from the Coas.
And check out a second game. And you can
NFL
see
versus NFL. We check out that way. We really watch these teams when we play them.
Be a good victory.
But it's still good to see what's going around because we still got to play these guys in the playoffs.
See what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
Trying to get another Dubsky.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Oh, God.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw.
Smart defense came to play though.
Here, complete to the tight
13
end.
points in the first half, not bad.
For a gain of 7, and it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards.
13 could be a lot because you end up with 30. That's too many points if you ask me. But
Smart.
you've seen some good flashes from both, and Smart is not going to get out of there. He's a smaller guy, so even when you start to pick up running, these bigger defensive linemen that's quick at his pro level cover a lot of ground, man. They like bears just honing in on the prey. They make it tough, man. They make it tough.
Oh, what a move. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Zeke Tizzy.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6.
Over the middle, finds toes, first down.
And he'll be
like that little
right
design.
at midfield. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. From the midfield stripe.
Oh, they send a blitz. Oh, he breaks out of one, but fumbles again. Oh no.
The other side has got it.
Deke.
And they will set up shop.
That's 2 fumbles, baby.
At the 42-yard line.
But this defense, man, this defensive line, I told y'all, this defensive line got potential to be one of the best. His defense, period. Oh, he might have been down. Oh, no, that was out.
People around you. 2 hands.
That was out.
Hands on the ball. Grip it tight.
Smart. You got to close the drive out.
Put it away.
Don't turnovers. I know this is a tough defense too, but you got to close the drive out, Smart.
Following the fumble recovery.
You got to close the drive out. Give one to the tight end over the middle,
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation.
Gotta close the drive out, my man.
Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Smart.
Oh, God.
And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion.
Happened with a heads-up play, almost taking that thing the other way.
And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw.
36.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh, I like the screen there.
That's complete.
I like the screen there. The good defense to keep him out the end zone. Kirkland, nice little scamp after the screen.
3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try
Oakland up to the middle. No.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
These boys play defense,
And they'll send
bro.
the tight end in motion here.
These boys play defense. Within the tight end, they're going right back to Kirkland. No, why not? Touchdown. He gets it in. And they finally finish a drive.
A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And Zeke, you owe.
They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped
down.
on the first
Oh, that's
run,
2
it doesn't mean the
fumbles
play call was
in this
bad or
game.
incorrect. You might just need better
2
execution
fumbles in this
and
game,
just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
He was going on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next
Now,
drive.
you was live right now on
Last
YouTube.
time out, they had the fumble
I'm
that
ready
led
on
to the
Twitch. You got
touchdown.
5
Not a
on
great
Twitch.
look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the
For
points.
game
to
2
Charles,
right
but
now.
they've
Monty
got to take
Toes,
care of the
okay.
football and do better here
Okay,
on this
Toes.
possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch partner for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive
Toes
mates
is
in
owned
a
by a
really
user.
tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on
And
this
Zeke Town
drive.
got to make some plays. He done fumbled twice
He
already.
finds his man complete. It's Walton.
Gets it
And
off to
he'll
the
go
tight
out of
end.
bounds,
Okay,
and
Walton.
appears right at the 45. Ball placed at the 45
Hey, Walton.
for 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And that falls
Gotta
to
hold
the
on to that,
ground,
Red Man.
incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings
Gotta
up
hold
3rd
on to
down.
that, Red Man. Play going right now. This play going.
He'll look to throw.
Zeke in trouble.
He finds
Uses
his
his
man
legs a little
complete.
bit. Finds his
It's
running
Knight.
back on a little
And able
safety
to pick
valve.
up
That's
the
beautiful.
first across midfield
That's
to
beautiful.
the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't.
Keep
and
an eye
they
on
pick
this
up the first
D-line,
down.
though. D-line is very tough.
Here's Knight on the handoff, and he'll work down
Knight
inside
with a
the
4-yard skip. I like the
45.
balance. You got to
I
keep
just
the
think a
balance.
major
You got to
focus
keep
of
them
the
honest
halftime
with the
meetings
run
had
to
to be
open up
figuring out
things
how
in
to
the
create
passing game.
space for the running game to get operated.
Can't be
Well,
one
you pointed
dimensional.
out
If
to
you
me
one
at half
dimensional, that's
seems
not it.
accurate. That line has struggled to sustain.
Fly
runs.
Knight, nice run. There you go. I'm telling y'all.
Focus on staying on the
Telling
double
y'all, you
teams
gotta
at the
keep
first
it
level.
balanced.
Make sure that block's secure
Gotta keep
before
it
they slide
balanced.
off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Trying to keep the drive
Back
going
from the
here.
backfield
This is
now.
play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
3rd and short. Option. Oh, he fakes it. Okay, Zeke.
And he won't be close to
I
a
don't know,
first
though.
down as he runs into a wall.
If I'm them, I'm
right
going
around
for
the
this
line
right
of
here.
scrimmage.
I'm running up the middle
Call
with
it
Clyde
no
Knight.
gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they
It
picked
wouldn't
up
be
a
bad to
portion of
take
it,
a
but
little
not
safe
all that
field
they
goal, but I
needed.
don't know,
Now
man.
that leads to a decision
I
on
think
4th
this
and
kicker
1.
missed one
Let's see
already.
what they decide to do.
I may be
They
going
bring
for
their
that if I'm
punter
them. They're
out
going
there
to punt it.
now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
They're playing it safe.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now?
Decent punt.
At about the
Still a lot of time left in
18-yard
this
line,
game.
it looks like. Now this offense back
Andy
out and
Kirkland
set to
can't
go
do
for their
nothing
next
against
drive.
these Mustangs
This
right now. That
drive here
run game
beginning
is
probably with a
dismal.
pair
Look
of
at that.
motivated groups.
15
Remember,
carries,
the offense
25
scored a
yards. Ew.
touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that
Hey,
in Chargers
Kirkland.
defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Kirkland was trying to
Frankly, it's just a
move,
battle
but
of wills
that ain't
in
going
a
to do
lot
it.
of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute
2nd and
better,
13. Hands it
which
off to
side can step
Kirkland
up
to the
and assert its will
outside.
over the
3rd and
other.
15.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now the pressure comes and
4th and 20, 4th and 20.
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Call it a loss of 4 there on the
Body
sack.
bag in the top.
Speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Both of these defenses relentless, man.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So
Both of these defenses are relentless.
14-yard return.
Lines,
And this offense, they're going to have excellent
the
field
lines getting
position.
it done.
They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Blake is going
So
crazy.
here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Rice, beans, chicken. Okay, Zeke. Okay, Zeke, hold on to the ball. 1st down, yeah.
All the way down to the 23-yard
Yeah.
line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st
Get
down.
on that ball with Zeke. He got 2 fumbles, though. You got to watch him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Up to his right.
Quick hitter
Watford
here is
trying to
complete.
turn up.
And he'll
Momentum
go
takes him out of
bounds in
bounds.
the
That's a
red zone
5-yard
just
gain.
inside the 20. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this
Got
third
those
quarter.
scores in the chat, y'all.
We'll
Scores
return with
in the
more
chat.
after this break. You're watching the NFL
Scores in the
on
chat.
EA Sports.
Nope, wasn't nah. We good.
Back now here on EA Sports.
We true to this, not new to this,
As we're
man.
about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and
chat
final
know.
quarter.
Nazi come with the good big play every time.
On the carry, here's Knight.
Bad
And he'll be
night.
stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down
Yeah, man.
conversion,
Over.
5 yards on the play.
Over for that.
A looming decision to make on the
for
conversion,
that.
down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll be brought down
Okay,
right
Zeke.
on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard
Okay,
line.
Zeke.
Give him
Zeke
9 on
fumbled
the keeper
twice. He
there.
trying to
It'll
finish
leave
the
him with a
drive. I
2nd
feel
and
you,
just a
Zeke.
few inches.
Finish the drive and tie this game up. Let's see what's going on. They gonna hand it off. Quiet night. Oh my God.
And that play going absolutely
Oh my
nowhere
God.
as he's belted
He just
before
got
he could get
murdered
out of
by
the
that D
backfield.
tackle, man.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, D tackle. X factor D tackle to be exact.
They'll set up a throw.
Zeke, get to the outside. You know Zeke gonna take it into his own
They'll
hands.
take it into the end zone
That was
for
Zeke
a
drive right there.
touchdown.
Zeke was on a mission.
A 5-yard
He was not gonna be
touchdown
denied.
run.
Zeke Towns,
And
touchdown.
His guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now this one setting up
what's
for a
going
great
on.
finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
If y'all don't know, make sure y'all tap in. Go get that
They'll
passion.
start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he
Oh, the
takes
Mustangs
it across
defense
the
looked like they
40-yard
starting to wear
line.
down though. Kirkland
Nice
was
way to start the drive.
under
A gain
wraps
of 12
early.
and a
Now he's
first
starting to
down.
shake free.
Although his reputation as a
Kirkland was
speedy
under
runner
wraps
precedes
early.
him,
He's
it's
starting to shake
always
free.
fun
Let's
to
see what's
watch
going
him
on.
work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in
Let's see what's
addition to
going
that
on.
speed, it helps out his blockers.
Come on,
they don't have to
to
hold
the right.
for long because he's just going to speed right past them. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 5.
Mark to the left.
That
one's going to be batted down.
Complete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Smart. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Thomas. A nice pick up there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
I can do it.
So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mark is cooking.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Action fool crazy. 2nd and 5. Quick slant out of his hands. Ew. Gotta hold on to that one, Winslow. Winslow, that's a 1st down right there. That's a big 1st, too. Knocking on the door. Field goal range for certain. 3rd and 5 now. Smart. Back. Over to his left. Drops it over to the tight end. 1st down.
Taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
7-yard scamper.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They still wind up getting it. I'm telling you, Smart been putting it there. Smart been putting it there. 1st and 10, they're going to hand it up to Kirkland. Kirkland, oh my God, Kirkland thugging him and then hurling him.
And he is out of bounds inside.
Kirkland trying to turn up, man. These last 5 carries, definitely upped it. 20 carries for Kirkland. That's good balance. That's good balance for the Outlaws right there. And that's what you want to see. That's great balance for them. Kirk in trouble. Smart, in trouble. He's going to be sacked. That's 6 sacks. He got sacked 6 times. Oh, you watch that on the playback on the other side.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you feel really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
That Outlaws offense got to work. If they can start balancing out that defense, it'll be better. But they sending heat. Smart. Dot. 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 Is that Thomas?
They do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Smart putting that there. He finding the receivers.
Right there, tie game.
That's not Thomas.
4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
That was tough right there. That was tough.
It might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Putting it there. 1st and goal from the 4 left. Oh! Just a little too high. Couldn't get both feet down. But he definitely put that up for his total receiver over the smaller DB. Just maybe a little too much on it. Maybe if it was hung in the air a little more, Barnett on a little jet sweep, no bueno. The defense Mustangs. This game coming down to the wire. Who wanted more? Who wanted more? Dallas trying to get their first win. Oh, he missed them. Missed them on that slant. He had it. Better placement. That was a touchdown.
So it's been a long drive.
Better placement. That was a touchdown.
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they get him down inside the 30 to 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh.
And that one drops down incomplete.
Zeke put it there. See, y'all gotta bring those in. When Zeke put it there like that, y'all gotta bring those in. And Walton, you just got a little upgrade, bro. You just got a little upgrade. Play action means Jalen Beans. He was him Defensive Player of the Year in the Mulaverse MAC conference. Now he's here in the pros wreaking havoc. I believe that is his second sack, and he also has a forced fumble today. I know Carter is excited to see that. Carter likes me. Oh, God, Zeke. Get out of there. Zeke gets out of there. Zeke, first down. That's a big first down, Zeke, but that one might be coming back. Holding. I think that one might be a holding. That hurts. Zeke went hard for that. Y'all got to help Zeke out, man. Y'all got to help y'all quarterback out. You get a receiver dropping a pass, and then you get a holding after he put in that much effort to get out the pocket. Zeke, you need a big play here again now. Zeke rolls out, interception, and that might do it. That might do it. Zeke tried to do all he can, but that's his third turnover of the night. 2 fumbles and now a pick. That call definitely hurt the game. I completely agree, Prophet. And that may be all she wrote. It might be time to bring out the Owls, because this one may be OVO no Drizzy. Especially if they get a touchdown here, that'll be the icing on the cake. If they can hold them to a field goal, there's still a fighting chance for Zeke and company. Kirkland, 3 yards on that one. They still giving it to Kirkland. I'm telling you, man, that balance, that run-pass balance is super key at this level. Super key at this level. 2nd and 7. They go right back to Kirkland. Kirkland trying to lower that shoulder. 1 hard yard, but he actually picks up 2. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
Exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Smart. Got a man.
First down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning,
Smart came to play. That boy Smart came to play, and he may get his team their first victory tonight.
Could officially salt this one away.
MSFL matchup, 2 different divisions though. NFC South versus AFC South. Of course, we took over both of those divisions. Trying to see what we can get going in this NFL league. They give it to Kirkland, and oh, that's a big stop. Big stop. They working that clock. That's a big stop. They used their last timeout. They need to stop right here. Can't afford to give up a touchdown here. Gets it to the tight end, and they hold them. They hold them. Will they go for it? Will they go for it, though? Will they go for it? We know they're going to use that clock all the way down, and they going for it. Uh-oh. Mustangs defense been playing good. We need the Mustangs. The Mustangs are going to need to get a stop. They're going to need to get a big stop right here. Oh, Smart got out of there. Icing on the cake. Oh my God, Chris Smart. Chris Smart. That was huge. Chris Smart, he got up out of there. He got up out of there. He saw everybody go to that side. That's, yo, oh my God, Chris Smart. Oh my God, that's the icing on the cake. This one is OVO. This one is OVO. Chris Smart played the game, if you ask me. Chris Smart is player of the game, if you ask me. Defensive player of the game, you go Jalen Beans. And Chris Smart player of the game on the offense, for sure. OVO, no Drizzy. That was a big icing on the cake with that one. Love to see it. Love to see it. God, oh God, he's moving like he's trying to get out of there. Even if he would have got out of there, I think it's still too late. No timeouts, it would have been too late, but that would have been pretty to see, though. And now Zeke and company, they're just going to have to go out with some pride, man. Go out with some pride, dogs. Just go out with some pride. Zeke backing up. Zeke going to his left, throwing that one out. 2nd and 10.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Zeke to the left finds Watford. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. But they said it's just a little too late. Oh my God. That one could have went the other way too. Gotta be careful. Gotta watch you.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap.
because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page, right?
And eventually taken down here. Great
Another sack. That's a hat trick in sacks for Jalen Meade. Jalen Meade's coming out party. Jalen Meade's been playing good. Look how he fighting though. He's one of the top defensive players in our Mulaverse MAC conference on college football 25. And he's coming to the pro level looking like a beast, man. He's coming to the pro level looking like a beast. I like it. I like it. I like it, Mr. Means. Deep, going deep.
One last shot at the
Deep,
end
going
zone.
deep. One last shot, but that's GG's. And Dallas gets it done. Dallas gets it done. Football's a game of matchups. Dallas get their first win up against the Mustangs. The Mustangs fought hard, but in the second half, Dallas just got it done with
and we talked so much
consistency
about
they
the
needed.
turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away.
He's
gave it
definitely
back
had a
to the
breakout
offense.
game.
Special teams right
He's
there
definitely
with
had a
them.
breakout
That's the type
game,
of game
Barter.
a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show
He's
the film,
definitely
let's be
had a
careful not to give
breakout
out too
game.
many kudos and kill their motivation
Yeah,
going
Smart
forward.
definitely locked in too. Smart
So
locked
for our
in. Means
visitors,
is smart.
they're into the win column now
Offensive
as
player
they
of the
move to
game,
1 and
defensive player of
2
the game.
on the
Christopher
young
Smart. This is how he
season.
ended
And
the
they will
game.
head
A
back
little
home
oof.
next
Like
week.
look how he got everybody
Meanwhile, for
going
the
on
home
one
team
side. That's
here,
good to win.
they
And
will
just
fall
knew
to
everybody
a
was
similar
going to that
mark
side.
at 1 and 2, and they'll get a chance to redeem
Just right out of the
themselves at
reach
home
of the
next
defensive
week.
end. That lineman might have held them just enough. They say it's holding on every play. I might have been upset if I was the lineman on that one. Christopher Smart. Chris Smart. Still in the deal to end this game. Chris Smart locked in, man. He locked in today. He locked in today. Chris Smart locked in today. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good picture right there. Yeah, that was a bit of a holding. And for the game is what make it bad. For the game is what make it like, ooh. But I mean, they say it's holding on every play, man. They say it's holding on every play. Smart knew he locked in. And you don't want your team going down 0-3 with you at the helm. So, that was big. That was big. You don't want your team going down 0-3 with you at the helm. Copeland catching them a pick. Look at Toes. They were trying to go to Toes. They had 2 around Toes. They said, we've been watching you. We know you got the nod for wide receiver 1 this week. No, sir. That we know you got the nod for wide receiver 1 this week. No, sir. I gotta get those sacks by Zeke too. Them sacks on Zeke. By that boy, Mr. Means, Jalen Means. Quick light move right there. Nothing too special. Nothing too special. Oh God, Means. That's a hit though. Means ain't even wear the gloves. Means ain't wear the gloves in college. Means ain't wear the gloves in college. Pros, he got the gloves on. That look at you. Point. Nice little celly. Wiping off the sweat like. Gotta get the good pictures. Guys that earn it. My boy Monty Toes gotta get the Toes TD. Gotta get the toes, TD. Toes, tough. Bengals, man. With the despair on the face of the under, you see him in the cut, just dang, man. Overall, good game though. I ain't even go over the stats. That's how. Zeke Towns only 50%. He was he was under pressure though. He was under pressure. But I mean, Chris Small was under pressure too. He took some hits too, but the youngin got it done. 2029. Chris Smart got it done, man. Kirkland outran Knight today. Zeke Town and Knight, they mixed it up with them in the run game. Zeke's 2 fumbles, man. That's super tough right there. Fumbles. Receiving game. Landon Watford, 6 receptions, 94 yards. Monty Toes, 4 receptions, 52 yards, a touchdown. On that, let me see that Mustang. Just Landon Watford had the game that we want to see. Just didn't get in the end zone though. He had a better game. 4 drops and 3 drops. Like, they smaller guys though. I think they're gonna need like a bigger receiver over there to balance things out. These 2 smaller guys, Redman the smaller guy too, and they the top 3 receivers. Yeah, a lot of drops because those over the middle, that's tough. That's tough to ask of them, man. That's tough to ask of them smaller guys to do that. Be able to do all that. Total 13 tackles, 11, 3 tackles for loss for Grant Ramsey. Grant Ramsey been looking alright. Eli Palumbo looking alright too. 1 sack for Rhodes. 1 tackle for loss for him. 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks for Jose Monty, the defensive tackle. 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack for Jaleel Whitehead. Go to the sack department. Got a couple guys with sacks. They was putting some pressure on Chris Smart, but he still just didn't get too wavered. Still got it done. Jalen Means, huge game. 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Kid is a beast. He's going to be a problem in this league for years to come. Marco Merrill, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. Barris Thomas, 1 tackle for loss, half a sack. And Brandon Holiday, 1 tackle for loss, half a sack. Overall, good game. We got some good pictures, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with me. We got the doubleheader out the way. And we got 2 more games left for the week. I believe I'm going to pick up and do those games tomorrow. May pre-record them or something and drop them tomorrow. May pre-record them or something tonight. Drop them tomorrow. But definitely not doing them right now. We only got 2 more games left for the week, and then we're going to week 4. Trying to move this thing along. You know, college football about to come out again, I believe, in July. So definitely trying to move along, get these games done. We get that college football season rocking. 26 coming out. Want to take some time with that. So we probably gonna be on 25 for the next season, and then do 26 for the so that'll be college season 4. We'll be on this will be college season 4. We're gonna be on 25 guaranteed, and then you know, a couple months into 26 we'll move things over, because I don't like jumping on the games when they first come, because sometimes it just be a lot of bugs and you get all the glitches, and I don't want our league having to deal with that. So definitely gonna stay on 25 for the next college season that we have. We're gonna jump to 26 after that. And Matthew, okay, Matthew. Hey Matt, 1 year guy out of Florida, you starting to get up there. Team took a tough loss today, but it's cool. Outlaw's pretty good, man. Yeah, Terrence Blackstock did his thing. He was on cloud. Jalen Means, you know, he mean stuff. means is tough. But overall, man, great game. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It was a lot of fun. You know, we always have fun when we rocking it, man. How we rock 2.5 hours on the screen. That's not bad. That's a good day. A good day in the office, man. So you guys know I will be in the Discord. So holla at me over there. Anything. And man, yeah, keep doing y'all thing, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's your boy Commissioner Mula, and how we do. Peace, love for my folks out there, man.